You're listening to quality Christ-centered content
delivered with excellence.
This is
WIAMradio.com podcasting.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Dez.
And we're the Gals. Real life, real talk from real women.
So grab your coffee
and let's chat.
Welcome back to the Gals podcast. I'm Dez.
And I'm Julie.
And it's been a really interesting morning, hasn't it?
It has been an interesting morning.
Yeah.
Interesting week.
Yeah.
Interesting morning.
I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
I know.
It's been too long.
Not loving that.
So tell me what you're drinking this morning.
This morning, I know last week I said goodbye to the VSL, but then I was like, I need it back.
It was calling your name just like that.
I could hear it like, Julie. Please drink me. It's because the weather this morning.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's finally dropped below 90.
And it feels like cozy. I'm wearing a sweater.
Yeah,
it's just
me too.
like I needed it to
Our
be the PSL. It just had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I am drinking, instead of decaf like last time, I've moved up a notch to half calf.
Half calf.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag half calf. I like that hashtag.
Half calf. Every time I sing calf, I think of a cow. But anyway, that's beside the point. Like a little calf.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway. A soy half calf hazelnut latte.
Oh.
Yes.
Hazelnut.
Instead of vanilla like my usual.
I love hazelnut.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. That's the go-to for me.
Really?
I love hazelnut. I love the smell. I love all of
Yeah.
it. I mean, I love coffee, so just shove whatever in there. I mean, minus chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate coffee fan.
That's so funny. Me too. Like
Yeah.
I like them separate.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
It's a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
So, what's on the agenda today? I think you kind of built our show
I am going
today.
to ask you some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So get excited. You're going to get to know Dez a little bit more. Me too. And before we jump into the questions, I just want to say this week.
Yeah, let's recap it.
This week, it has just been a lot, I feel.
And this morning you had something very extraordinary happen to you.
It's just one of those weeks where you're like, of course, just thing after thing, thing after thing. And I just I feel like I can't catch my breath a little bit this week. So I'm hopeful that this will be like a reset.
Yeah.
A refuel reset. But I had my debit card stolen. Somebody bought some things off Amazon Prime. I don't even have Amazon Prime, which then pushed my whole bank account to be all types of messed up. So I had to cancel my debit card, which now I don't have one, which I'm sure you all understand. Not having a debit card is so annoying.
Yeah, it's not like a credit card, you know?
No, it's just so annoying. So I'm dealing with that. And then this morning I was pumped to come here and ready to go. And I'm like, yes. And then right before I drive down the street, I get a call from my husband. He's like, you need to pull over. I'm like, what? Why? Because I instantly think the worst thing. I'm like, what's going on? Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
And he's like, you definitely have a flat tire. I'm like, no.
Wait, how did he know that?
So he was pulling out as well to go pick up Harper, and the guy across the street that works at our cleaning car place or whatever, he was like, you better tell her tire's flat before she gets too far down the road.
Oh my goodness, they all saw it?
Yeah, so he stopped me. I was down the street, luckily
Did you not feel
too far.
it?
No, I guess it's because it was just low enough where I couldn't tell, but then once I stopped and turned around, I could tell that I definitely had one. Luckily, the place that is across the street from us that cleans cars, they have an air pump. So I pulled over. Brock put some air in there because we both know that I definitely don't know how to do that. And yeah, he dropped me off. But it was just like a fluster. It just makes me flustered, and then I'm uneasy, and then I was like, I'm so mad about this. I just want some orange juice.
Totally
I just
ruined
really
your
wanted
day.
an orange juice treat. Sounds silly, but I was like, I want orange juice. So Brock's like, okay, I'll get you orange juice. I said, but you have to buy it for me because I don't have a debit card. So he goes in with me, and I go over to look for an orange juice, and guess what, guys? They didn't have an orange juice. They didn't have one orange juice.
Not one plain
one.
one.
Kind of orange juice at all. They only had Nantucket Nectar Orange Mango. So I
At least it
went
has
with
the word
that.
orange in it.
I went with that. It's a consolation prize, but I'm happy to have someone orange juice. And now we're here.
That is so...
It's just a stupid morning.
Yeah.
Stupid
wow,
morning,
it's
stupid
a
week.
spiritual warfare.
With orange juice. With orange juice.
The struggle is real.
For real. But are you ready to answer some questions?
I am ready. Should I be scared?
No, I think some of them are a little deeper than others.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. So my first question to you is water ice or ice cream?
Wow. Ice cream, hands down.
Ice cream forever?
Actually, you know what? This summer I was doing a lot of the gelato or gelati.
Yeah, gelatis. Yeah.
Where they mix water ice with the ice cream. Mm-hmm. And every time I've gotten it, my husband became jealous and tried to take it from me. Yes, with chocolate jimmies or sprinkles, whatever you want to call them.
That was my next question to you. I die. It was, do you call them sprinkles or do you call them jimmies?
Jimmies, absolutely. Ever since I was a kid.
Jimmies forever. Yeah. I do have a story really quickly about jimmies. So when I was probably like 12, I wanted to order the ice cream myself. I just thought it would be a cool thing to do.
You feel adult.
Yeah. So my mom's like, sure, no problem. So she's like, I will take a chocolate cone, chocolate ice cream with Joey's. I say to her, Joey. She's like, the chocolate jimmies are called Joey's.
What, really?
I'm like, okay. Go up there. I'm like, I'm so cool. I'm going to order this. I'm like, here I am. I'm like, excuse me. I want a chocolate cone with a chocolate ice cream and Joey's. And the guy was like, what? And my mom, over in the corner, hysterical. She's like crying tears to this day. When she hears this, she's going to be laughing because the look on her face when she's like, I got you good. You know, she had that face and she was hysterical laughing. But
that's amazing.
The world, no, Marianne lied to me just for fun. And the chocolate ones are still Jimmy's.
Did you ever
Jimmy's all day?
Absolutely. Yeah. Ever since I was younger, I never called them sprinkles. My grandfather used to take us cousins to get soft serve.
Soft serve.
It was always chocolate Jimmy's. Yeah. And to this day, I always get like a chocolate soft serve with chocolate Jimmy's.
See?
Or the gelati.
That's the Marianne order. All right. Here's the next one. What job do you think you'd be really terrible at?
Oh my goodness. I know what job I'm terrible at. Filing. Filing of all things. So I went to Bible college for 2 years, and on break I needed a job. So my dad got me a job working for him to file.
Like a little secretary.
Well, sort of.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't take phone calls or anything, God forbid. But I remember having like anxiety attacks from filing.
Oh my gosh.
I called my friend on the phone, like I'd just be hysterical. And she's like, Des, it's just filing. Well, one time I actually lost these important papers and nobody could find them. I'm like, I don't know where I put them. I love cleaning, but I cannot organize anything. Like it just, anyway.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Yes. Okay. Next question.
Yeah, go.
What is the best way to start the day for you? Oh. Like in a perfect world, what would be the best way to start the day?
I love coming downstairs, sitting in my big like recliner with my coffee and just reading a bunch of devotions and reading my Bible. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but that's it for me. And sitting and watching if it's a really nice day, like I have a little window.
Yeah.
And I love the sun rays coming in and just praying to God. And my child isn't up yet. It's silent all throughout the house.
That's the best kind of morning.
That is the best morning for me. I could stay there for eternity.
I totally understand that.
That's good. Good question.
Thank you. Here's a funny question.
Hit me.
If you were arrested, what would it be for?
Okay. So I never was arrested, but I did get caught.
Oh my gosh.
I got caught stealing when I was younger.
What were you stealing?
I was in the mall and I was with some friends and we were stealing jewelry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like they introduced the like stealing to me because they had done it before. So I didn't get arrested.
I'm shocked by this.
Are you really?
I am. I thought it would be like doing some like illegal car thing or like, I don't know what it would be.
Yeah.
But wow, that really blows my mind.
Yeah. So praise the Lord, I got caught young.
And it didn't become a thing for you.
No, it didn't become a thing for me. My parents were really upset. They called them. I remember crying on the way home. And at that time I was taking voice lessons. And I was like, you can't take voice lessons from me. You can't do that. That's like my thing. And I actually had just done a gig and got my first paycheck as a singer.
Oh my goodness.
And I was fined for stealing. So I had to take that paycheck and pay the fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
and it was
a
like
giant lesson that got learned real quick.
Yeah. And it was like the exact amount that I owed. That's fine.
God's so crazy.
God is crazy.
Come
and God
on.
is good. I mean, I'm so glad I got caught because
I know, but
you can
just think
imagine
about that incredible. So you were so pumped to get that paycheck, which was the exact amount that in future you would need to pay for a fine.
Yeah.
That's so nuts. I love when God's stories happen like that.
Absolutely.
All right. How different was your life 1 year ago?
Oh my goodness. My friend Nicole always used to say a lot can happen in a year.
That's funny. I just wrote that the other day.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Confirmation from the Lord. Mm-hmm. I want to hear more about that.
Okay.
How different was it a year ago? Well, I think it was actually a lot less crazy because I've put a lot on my plate. I've been doing more gigs. I just got back from Georgia not too long ago. And then releasing a Christmas single. So I've got a lot more on my plate than I did a year ago. And it was just like getting back into worship a year ago and still having my son being really young. So my schedule was a lot more open.
It's interesting. So a year ago, I wasn't doing anything either. And I was thinking, where does God want me to be in worship? And where does God want me to go with this? Yeah. And now look.
Mm-hmm. And now here we are.
Here we are. We're going to prep for some gigs after this.
It's funny that we have the podcast too.
Yes.
So that's added to my schedule. All great things.
Yeah,
you know,
all really great things.
We're both moving ahead in what we feel the Lord has called us to do.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gotten a lot busier, and unfortunately my anxiety has gotten a lot worse. So I've been being
that
proactive
comes with it
with
sometimes.
That. Yeah, I've been trying to be proactive with that and get help. And I mean, obviously I have you, and so trying to get that under control. Yeah.
Still, a lot can happen in a year.
A lot can happen in a year. A lot of victories.
Absolutely. That's exciting. What is your biggest musical influence? It's hard. I know. It's really hard to think about that. When I was writing these questions to myself, I was like, ooh, that'd be hard to answer.
Yeah, that is super hard to answer. But the first person that actually comes to mind is my husband. Because my husband taught me voice. He taught me guitar. He set me up for piano lessons. Oh my gosh, my voice is like all crazy this morning.
It's the morning.
It's our morning voice. It's our morning voice. And I've been singing a lot, so.
Yeah.
And he really influenced my style and how I sing and my writing. But I think recently I've switched to Britt Nicole because I just love her.
Me too.
So she's a big music influence in my life as far as
I can definitely hear that. I can definitely hear that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to do more pop stuff, whereas my husband's more rock, like classic rock. And I've always taken on that kind of image and sound. But since I look up to her more now, I've been wanting to do more like pop girly things. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good question.
Okay.
Love it.
And a little simple question. If you could change your name, what would you change it to?
Oh my goodness.
Or did you ever use a fake name?
Yes.
Me too.
That's funny. I actually do have a pseudonym.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you want to give it out or no, you want to keep it under wraps?
Maybe I should keep it under wraps.
Yeah, but if you could change your name.
Oh, boy.
I know, it's hard.
Think about that. Actually, I do love the name Brittany.
You do?
Because I always associated that name with being popular. Like Britney Spears.
Oh, baby.
Britt Nicole.
How was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right, yeah.
When I was actually in high school, I used to do Britney impersonations, and I wasn't saved then.
It's so easy to do it, though.
And I actually got asked by a friend to be a Britney impersonator. I'm like, I ain't that good looking. So I declined the job, and I was like, no, I can't do that. But I think Britney would be a cool, popular, fun name.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got here? What's your favorite meal?
My mom makes good chicken cutlet, which is like a fried.
I don't know why, but I knew it was going to be Italian. I don't know why. In my head, I'm like, this is going to be an Italian item.
Of course. Growing up, I had all those good Italian home cooked meals, so shout out to Mama. And she was